Good morning, everyone. So my name is Maria Jacqueline Asmedes from BIT 2AD. So welcome to my vlog. Invention during mechanical age. So Johanna Gutenberg invented the novel metal type of printing press in 1450. The development of books, index, and the widespread use of page number. This is printing press. So mao ni siya mura siya kanang basta mao ni siya. The first general purpose of computer, John Napier. Actual people who held the job title computer. John Napier in 1614. Logs allow multiplication and division to be reduced to additional and subtraction. In 1967, he employed an ascent of numerical space as the Abrian Attile lays out with a special version of the multiplication table on a set of four sides on wooden roots, allowing user to multiply and divide numbers or to perform square roots and cube roots. So, ano siya yung invented ni Napier Bones. William Shakehard in 1623. A professor at the University of Tübingen, Germany, invents the first mechanical calculator. It can work with 6 digits and carries digits across the columns. It's work but never makes it beyond the prototype stage. So, ano siya ang example sa mechanical calculator. William Coleridge, 1625. Earlier 1060s, William Coleridge, as English clergyman, invented a slide of rule. It is an earlier example of analog computer. A French mechanical named Blaise Pascal invented a mechanical calculation machine. He called it Pascaline. The Pascaline was made out of the lock, trains, and levers and could be solve basic mathematical problems like addition and subtraction. Ruth Pride, German mathematician and philosopher, invented a machine called the spade reckoner that could multiply 5-digit and 12-digit numbers added up to the 16 number. So, ano siya example sa spade reckoner. Joseph Marie Acquard invented automatic clock during the 1860s. The store of mill and the punch and card are the parts that are measurable similar to modern day computers. It introduced binary logic and fixed program that would operate in real time. Charles Alexander Thomas de Colpar developed the arithmetic and became the first mass-produced calculation in France. This device performed the same type of computation as Leibniz's stepped reckoner but was more reliable. This pinwheel type mechanical adding machine were fixing a box, counting in office and store. Charles Babbage in 1792 to 1871. Eccentric English mathematician invented the first modern computer designed at Spain powered adding machine called a different engine. He understood as long machine problems were just repetitive operations. Therefore, the machine can automatically solve math problems. In 1872, Wagner also invented the analytical engine. This engine was a mathematical adding machine that took information from postage card to solve and print complex mathematical operation. Wagner difference in the analytical engine are regarded as the first thinking machine. These engines were easy to operate and pursue solution at the turn of a hard craft. Wagner's invention the earlier the title father of the computer. Ada Acosta Lovelace, 1842. The first program was written by Ada Agustin Lovelace. Electromagnetical age. Voltaic battery. Alessandro Volta in 1980 was the first device to provide a single supply of electronic. Telegraph, developed in 1830s and 1840s by Samuel Morse. Telegraph is privileged long-distance communication. It's worked by transmitting electrical signals over a wire line between stations. Telephone and radio. The first success bidirectional transmission of clear speech by Bell and Watson was made March 10, 1876. Punch card. Herman Molecular was first used to vital statistic tabulation by New York City Board of the Health and several states. Vacuum tube. Sir John Abstrus Fleming. It was also called trimiotic valve. A vacuum-duty kinetron thermonic tube or Fleming valve. Tabulating machine. An electromechanic machine designed to assist of summarizing information stored on the five generation of computer. First generation vacuum tube 1940 to 1956, second generation translator 1956 to 1963, third generation integrated circuit 1964 to 1971, fourth generation microprocessor 1972 to 2010, fourth generation microprocessor 2010 2%. First generation is vacuum tube. This is a vacuum tube. Second generation is transistor. Ano siya? Example. Third generation is integrated circuit. By this space, the transistor will now being monitorized and put on silicon chips called semiconductors. So, muna yung example. Fourth generation is microprocessor. This revolution can be submitted in the world of Intel. The chip maker developed the Intel is 4004 chip in 1971, which possible called computer components or CPU, memory, input and output controls onto a single chip. So, muna yung example sa Intel. Sa microprocessor. Semiconductor man siya example. Yeah, the fifth generation is artificial intelligence. Internet. The Internet or net network is the largest computer of network in the world that connects billions of computer users. The word Internet comes from combination between interconnection and network. Network is a collection of computers and devices connected via communication channels and transmission media allow the shared resources of hardware, software, data, information. Generally, nobody owns Internet. Brief history. ARPA, Advanced Research Project Agency, 1969 January 2, started an experimental computer network concept to serve as equal information participation to every computer the network, even if one or two nodes destroy that will not affect the network. Benton Sharif, the father of Internet, or CEO designer of the TCP/IP networking protocol. So, mo siya to how to connect to Internet. Mo siya ang example. Internet service na tayo www page, homepage, pay publishing, web publishing, research, engage protocol, internet protocol, NDS, HTTP, URL, PD, HTTPL, ESP, email, news group, video conferencing, FTP, telnet, and forum. What is WW? Meaning WWW, the World Wide Web, commonly known as a web, is a system of interclick, hyperlink, hypermedia, documents assigned in via internet. So, mga tanataon sa ang hypertext Hypertext is text display on a computer or other electronics device which refers to other text that the reader can immediately access, usually by a mouse click or key process sequence. So, ang meaning sa hypermedia is a logical extension of the term hypertext in which graphic, video, plain text, and hyperlinks intertwine to create generally non-clearly medium of information. Si Tim Berners-Lee kay father of the WW. So, WW World Wide Web is while working at the CERN and Europe Practical Physics and Laboratory. Difference of web and internet. Internet is a collection of network that connects millions of business, government, agency, educational institution, and individuals. WW or World Wide Web is the means we use to access information over the internet. So, web page. A web page is documentation of resources of information that is available of the World Wide Web and can be accessed through a web procedure and display as a monitor or mobile device. So, a browser, a software application of retrieving, presenting, and traversing information resources on the World Wide Web. So, mo ni ang different types of web browser natay Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera Mini o Netscape Navigator. Kasagaran gid sa mo-use gid nato ang kuan gid ang Google Chrome ug ang sa una pa naka-use ko ni ang Opera Mini sa una para sa cellphone. That's all my vlog. Thank you.